Hey there folks, Jay Barrino here, and welcome back to a new custom campaign showcase for StarCraft 2. This is the Swarm's Control. I believe there are 10 missions, 8 are released on Battle.net. I'm hopeful that by the time we get close to the end of the showcase, the last 2 will be released. And these are on Battle.net by user Puny. There's really no information about this campaign, and I know nothing about it, other than that it's called the Swarm's Control, and that I'm about 98% certain there should be an apostrophe in the word swarms, because the control belongs to the swarm. Anyway, let's go. And this is called Rethara's Escape. How exciting. Again, otherwise, I have no knowledge of this map. Might take a while to load up because of the first map I'm opening up since opening the game. The leader of the Zerg, Zagara, became aware of a small Terran outpost on the former Confederate world of Chowsara. She sent Broodmother Rethara to eliminate them. Rethara, caught off guard, was captured and learned these Terrans were survivors of the United Earth Directorate fleet. Now she must escape the lab. Zerg have been caged throughout the lab. Dialogue will not appear if you have subtitles off. Got it. This isn't my first rodeo. We should be all set. This sounds kind of like the first mission of Heart of the Swarm, except we're a Broodmother this time, and also the UED is involved. Everyone's favorite faction that hasn't been heard of except in custom campaigns since Brood War. There we are. No intro, nothing. Alright. Escape the UED lab. I think we can handle this. Maybe. There also wasn't a difficulty selection unless it was on the loading screen. These Terran Marines will overwhelm me if I try to fight them. I should ensnare them with fungal growth. Fungal growth on a cooldown. Okay. Well, I think let's do it. No explanation at all for why the UED are here or who we are. No opening cutscene. Not the loading screen, but the arcade lobby. Maybe there was something there where I could select the difficulty. I'm not sure. I'll go and check for mission 2. Whatever difficulty we're set on here, it's fine. We're gonna be fine. Keep trying to heal him. Go ahead. See how that works out. There's a couple different ways to go here. That's very exciting. These are just little sentry bots. I think we can afford to kill them. In classic StarCraft 1 fashion, the civilian scientists are available to be killed without having to A-click them. You'll love to see it. That's a lot of turrets. Can I tell you? That's a lot of turrets. Let's check over here, because it looks like we can get some free extra Zerg. It's just Zerglings. There's some triggers from the very first Heart of the Swarm mission that could probably be copy-pasted here to have the cages open and have the Zerglings come out of them and come under the player's control. Copy-paste, always your friend. Open this up. Looks like another area where, yeah, more Zerglings. Okay. In some ways, I kind of like the first mission, just throwing you into it with like minimal prelude. I do hope that there's some type of story that will be told. Again, there doesn't have to be cinematics all over the place, but there has to be something explaining where the heck we are, what we're doing here. I mean, the thing is, we're in a lab, we're trying to escape. That's pretty simple. I guess it doesn't really need to be explained beyond that. More Zerg in here. You'll love to see it. Couple different ways to go. Let's just keep opening doors and we'll figure it out, huh? Hey. The scientist death noise. Fungal growth. And then we can just run away from them. Pretty nice regeneration on this hero, too. I'm thinking I may have gone the wrong way, but I'm not so sure. This looks like it'll connect back to where we were, so let's just go this way, open the door for more Zerg. Okay, again, just like a plethora of ways to go. So, we'll keep exploring. The Zerglings don't really seem necessary, so we'll see how far we can get without having to even use them. She said she can't handle, like, these Marines by herself, but honestly, she's incredibly strong and should be absolutely fine, I think, getting rid of all this stuff. Like, if we lure this group away from the bunker, at least, we can absolutely kill these groups without having to use fungal growth. There it is. And I guess we should check up there, because that looks like a dead end. There is a beacon there, which means we've made it probably to where we need to be. Escape the UED lab. Oh, gosh. The best unit of the game coming in hot. Look out! Yeah, this is more Zerg in here. To be fair, okay, someone's going to mention it. Someone's going to mention Jay Barino, you know, Stukov in Heart of the Swarm has a short conversation with Kerrigan about the UED and how they're going to be coming back at some point. I know, commenter. I know. I know some of y'all are thinking it, so I just want to let you know I recognize the, you know, I was just making a jest. Jokes and japes. And what have you. You know, I actually don't think that's the end. That's probably to open something. More Zerg. Fine. Get these barricades out of here. It's like sandbags. Man, that's from years ago. In case you didn't know, there was a very old channel meme. Like, around the time when the hatred of Reavers had started, I also hated sandbags, because I was playing some campaigns that just had some pre-placed sandbags that just mess with your pathing all the time, and it drove me crazy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Moving my camera. Not even giving me the option to not move my camera like my boy Synergy would in the race swap campaigns, and then I would choose to leave it on anyway, and then complain when my camera was moved. Let's go back and see what the heck this is. And, that's just the... I don't know if that's the end of the map, or just the end of this section. I'm hopeful that there's more. Just fungal all of these guys. Oh, yes. Hey, look. The Terrans have experimented on this Zergling. Perhaps I can utilize their research. Aw. Oh, okay. I was going to say, for a moment, I was unable to move. I don't want to kill the Carbot Zergling. Oh, it said your Zerg have evolved. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay, they're faster now. Yeah, look at that. I was going to say, if I have to kill the Carbot Zergling, I'm going to be enraged. But we're safe. We don't have to do that. Where are you going? Well, that's a nice little side thing to find. It's not even like a marked side objective, but I like the reward for exploring. That's a check mark. That's a check mark on my end. I will say it's a simple start, but that's exciting. More nebulous starts are a good thing. It keeps you asking what's going to come next. Makes you want to load up the next map. We'll see where this goes, though. Again, there are 8 or so, I think, missions released. Will we play all of them? I suppose we'll make that decision as we go along. Thank goodness we got more Zerglings here that we absolutely don't need. Oh my gosh, there's even more back here. What would we do if we didn't release them? These Zerglings were prisoners. There's no need. There's no reason for them to have to fight and die to get out of here. Okay, bust this wide open. There we go. Okay, I think we've released everything. One thing to keep in mind in case you were unaware, in StarCraft 2, what you see on the minimap is not necessarily the entire playable space of the map. It can expand, become new things. Look at these, basically sandbags. They're barricades, it's the same thing. Also, fungal growth on a cooldown, you love to see it. Am I being... Oh, I was going to say, as soon as I'm being shot by something else. There we go. Fungal growth there. Get splatted. And now I'll just come down here and kill these guys. because I'm too powerful to be constrained by the cooldown of fungal growth. Go get them, Zerglings. Never mind, we're going to kill them before they get here. Okay, escape. Rethara has indeed escaped. Oh. Oh, dear. Okay, well, let's play the second map. All right. That was very short. I don't know what I expected. What is this called? Swarms Control? Oh, there it is. Mission 2. I'm willing to give it 2. Let's, we can give it 2 missions a try. Sure. We don't have to only play 1 mission per video. Though sometimes, if I'm really stretched for time, I will. Oh, I see the difficulty. Supply sabotage. After escaping the UED lab, Rethara needs to destroy the UED base. However, it is well defended and constantly being reinforced, so she set her plan into motion. She will have her base defend itself while she goes to destroy the UED supply depots. If destroyed, the base will be left without reinforcements. Your base will need to be defended. Even though it says the base will defend itself. Fine. Okay, start me up. Right into it. No cinematics. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pause the video and go back. I'll turn the difficulty up to hard. Okay. We're set to hard difficulty. There's an easy, normal, hard, and brutal. But as you may have heard me say in other series, I don't trust all y'all map makers with your hardest difficulties. We go second from the hardest. Okay. Our base will defend itself, except it won't. We have to do it ourselves. That's fine. We're going to make drones straight away. And Rethara, I see. So she's over there. So we're fighting a 2-front battle here. Hydralisks appear to be available. Also, this is the version of the creep tumor that is indeed cloaked. I appreciate that. Now, I don't play... I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not proud of this, I guess. But, I don't play that much StarCraft 2 anymore. So it's like... I don't think I played Zerg for quite a long time. It's kind of like riding a bike, as you could imagine. But, Evo chamber is available. Let's just get fully saturated. I have no idea what to expect in terms of enemy attacks. Let's just spread that creep. Get some vision right up to the edge of the enemy base where possible. Can I make queens? I cannot make more queens. Just Rethara, who has Cellular Frenzy. Which is a self-buff. Okay, okay. Well, there they are. Here they come. Now, I don't know if our Zergling... I don't know if there's bank data involved here where our Zerglings are fast just because we level them up to be fast in the last mission. It's possible. I'm doubtful of that, and I'm going to guess we probably would have gotten fast Zerglings regardless of the circumstances. You know what, though? I guess that's, that's kind of a bad assumption. I really can't say. How could I know that? But we're making the most out of the tools at our disposal by spreading this creep, getting some vision. Destroy the UED supply depots. Oh, okay. Hang on. Clump them up. Give them a zap. Give them a fungal growth. Dude, I don't even think we lost a Zergling. So if we buff her up... Oh, she's huge! Oh, yeah. And she gets a little shield. Okay. I suspect we're not gonna have any issues getting back to base. A hunter killer. If I can kill it, I may be able to adapt its evolution into my brood. It drove some of my brood into caves. Let's see if we can splat it with some fungal growths. Oh, yeah. And it does not aggro them. Gotta be careful we don't lose... Yeah, I was gonna say. Gotta be careful we don't lose these creep tumors, because we can't remake them, I don't think. Okay, let's get fully saturated here. Get some overlords. What else is available to us? Nothing. Okay, that's fine. That's acceptable. Let's get these hunter killers into the fold. Keep giving them the splat. And then we're going to make her huge. Just like the Hunter Killer is huge. Also, your Hydralisks have evolved. And now they have an Autocast Frenzy. That is lovely. Not only do they have Autocast Friendly, but also Ancillary Carapace, which is very good. Okay, be careful. Be careful. No reason to throw your lives away. Fungal Growth here. Don't stand in range of the melee units if, there you go. What do the Zerglings have? I think just speed. There's nothing here indicating that they have the metabolic boost, but it's obvious that they do. Okay, let's just make a bunch of Hydralisks because they've got the Frenzy. We could throw in some Zerglings also, but I don't think it's necessary. That's a little spooky. That's a little spiced. That's what I get for not building more units when I should have built more units. Don't worry, these Hydralisks are going to finish, and then we can just spam more Hydralisks and Zerglings in order to keep ourselves alive. Just like that. Keep making Zerglings. We really don't need more gas, I guess, but I'll go ahead and build some, and or I'll go ahead and saturate. And then I guess what's-her-name's got to just keep coming up this way. This one's interesting because it does require you to split your focus pretty, I mean, we're almost back, so it's not too bad, but, like, the idea of this one I like in that it forces you to split your focus. There is an effort here to make the map look pretty nice. Like, there's doodads all over the place, but one thing you can always tell is, like, when it's just completely straight like this. You usually want to go for something more angular. Put some rocks along the cliff, you know, it'll make it seem a little more lived in rather than gamey, I suppose. I just want to get her back to base. Oh, I can't. Look at that. Okay, keep spreading the creep up here then. We got to figure out how to get her back. Just make a bunch of Zerglings because they're fast and pretty good. And then I'll grab another hatchery. Because I got plenty of money. Plenty of money. So I can't see that because it's behind trees, unfortunately. We're going to buff her up and go for these bunkers. Okay, then we'll run away, and then we'll just keep doing that over and over until we figure out where we need to go. These must connect way up at the top. It's unclear what's down there also. I think we just need to I think they're on the right side, we just need to live. And on the left side, we're supposed to be making forward progress. But the fact that I can build more units over here is a sign to me that we're probably going to be able to push out and kill as much stuff as we want eventually on the right side, too. Because, again, Hydras with Frenzy, I mean, the Ancillary Carapace is just a nice little bonus, but it's really, really strong. Really strong. Okay. Kill these guys, buff ourselves up and go for the bunkers. I guess I could bring the Hydralisks in too. That would probably make this a little bit faster, as long as they're not the ones getting focused down. Okay, here they come. Hellbats, stay back, please. Okay, yeah, there's no point in running your Zerglings into Hellbats. Pretty large attacks, but again, we have very, very strong tools at our disposal here, so I'm not too concerned. And we'll just keep getting a few more drones so that we can make more colonies. Did those even get in range for our spore colony to hit them? I'm not so sure. Let's keep going here. We don't want to stop. The longer we take, the harder this is going to get on the defense side, I think. Hey, look at that. That's handy. Again, just kind of carrying forward from the first mission. A nice bonus that that I'm really liking so far is there's a clear advantage to exploring. I think that's really important. You know, whether you can leave your base early to look for some stuff, even just like, again, just quote-unquote mineral pallets can make a really, really big difference. Look at this dummy. Okay, that's bad. Let's back up. We'll see if those things chase us the entire way to our base. I'd really hope that they would leash, and they are not. They are. Chase them down. Okay, and here comes an enemy attack, so let's back up. All right, Zerglings. With the inclusion of Firebats and Hellbats, it does nullify Zerglings quite significantly, but that's okay. Sort of curious what would be down here. I would love to build more hatcheries, but I'm kind of constrained for space. You know, the longer I play this, the more I kind of think that it's quite well designed. In the sense that there's clearly magnifying pressure on the right side. And you're sort of pressed for time to ensure that you are making progress on the left before the right side falls at all. Kill this. There we go. We must have to go all the way up and around to... Yeah, because there's the depots. I'm kind of curious, again, if we could get through these bunkers, if there's anything down there. In fact, we might have to do that anyway. Let's make sure we take the time to do that. I'll fungal growth this just for the little bit of extra damage. We have to be careful, though, because Thors can really focus her down. We might have to wait a little bit on her HP. The mutation, though, will increase health regeneration and also give her the shield. Resources tucked away. But yeah, never underestimate resource pallets. Always really, really nice. Okay, let's head down here. Oh, it's just like a straight up base. I guess we could take this base for ourselves. I guess the earlier we would have done this, the better. But that's pretty snazzy. I think these Zerglings have they have the attack speed upgrade and they have the move speed upgrade, which is nice. Feels very Brood War-esque. I guess we can come over and take this. I don't know if the enemy will split their attacks over here also. And see, we needed to destroy those depots in theory anyway. Oh, be careful. That's my bad F2 habit coming into play. Also, now we can engage enemy attacks across a wider spread. Okay, let's go. We got to be getting kind of close. And I would say, again, the only thing that maybe betrays this map as being more of a beginner-type map, I mean, it's don't get me wrong, I quite like it, but I think the one thing about it is, again, the way it's very much, like, very straight, like, up, down, left, right cardinal directions. It doesn't, the map doesn't have a natural feel to it. But, again, that kind of stuff comes with time. Okay, next time this is up, we'll go for this bunker. And let's just run away. And then we could just fungal them. Boop. There's a tank back there, too. It's a lot of fire bats. I'm not too concerned because we're not light. Okay, I'm just going to make a boatload of Hydralisks back at home. Probably should wait for our next spell to be up before we really do anything. He says as he continues to attack anyway. Give him the splat. And then let's wait until we can get our cellular frenzy up. Go for that tank. Very nice. Like, look, I know that you all can't be, like, experts at the game, like yours truly. So, you know, you can kind of take this as a masterclass for how to play this game. Like an actual professional player, like you might see if you were watching esports, for example. You know, it's not a duty that I asked for, but I know that some of you need it. So I'm happy to assist if that's, you know, if that's what you're looking for. Let's go for this bunker. It's a character I'm working on. It's like overly pompous, ironic Jaberino. Okay. That is a lot of Banshees, but I think we've got more than enough Frenzied Hydras. If they don't have Shockwave missiles, we should be fine. And once she is back, we can engage with our entire army together. Just make it, you know, more overlords than we could ever possibly need. Let's continue. There's the depots. Let's send her forward. Just to see if there are any actual enemies in here. We could also open this up with her. You know what? Oh no, they're invulnerable. Okay, I was going to say, wouldn't it be interesting if we could have just sent units up here to break these from the other side? Okay, well, let's see. It's a good thing we kept these units alive, because they will help destroy this stuff just a little bit faster. And I do like how these are also the campaign hatcheries that that generate more larvae naturally. That's very, very helpful. Okay, well, she'll handle this eventually, right? Zerglings, and we lost 2 Zerglings. That might have sped this up a little bit, but it's too bad we lost this 1 creep tumor. That would have been nice. But yeah, once she's through, I'm hopeful that we're told to go up there and kill those guys. Let's just make a ton of Zerglings. Even though they're super vulnerable to fire-based weapons, it's still fun to just make a ton of them. If you make so many of them to the point where they're path-blocking themselves, then the fire-based weapons can't even hit all of them. Because there's all those Zerglings in the back. The supply depots have been destroyed. The Terrans will no longer be able to reinforce their defenses. Destroy the UED base. Indeed. Okay. Hey, look, now I can F2. Again, I know, like, y'all need tips and tricks, but, like, there's this, it's the F2 button. It's what it's, you know, mapped to by default. You could make it, you could, like, set it to something even simpler, like your middle mouse button. It's actually how you win most maps. People might tell you, like, oh, you gotta use hotkeys or something. Don't listen to those people. They don't know what they're talking about, all right? They think they know, but they don't understand how this game actually works. Unlike Jay Barino, your one-stop shop that I know you visit to learn how to play the game of StarCraft. Nay, even the game of life. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of these units over here. Just keep it up with the Hydras. As long as those firebats aren't able to get super close. Of course. It's one of those. Okay. There's no... See, there's no way to play this except using... except using, Oh, look at this. We're getting mined out. Except using the F2 button.
We require more minerals.
All right. We'll send some of you back here. Hey, never be afraid as a creator though to edit the amount of resources that are on each patch. I know when y'all are using the default ones. Okay, well, that's one thing. I mean, I think we could technically solo this with her until we chip away at those defenses, but I don't think it's necessary. Could always do also something like this, like creep forward with static defense, so that if we have to pull back, we'll have defense back here. I think the idea, though, is we killed the depots, and they won't be able to never mind. They're going to continue to send attacks. As a very small attack, though, I think that was probably just a group that came out of a bunker, and then the medics followed them because it was healing them. I'm just going to guess. Lots of Zerglings actually would be really good here, as long as they don't have too many fire-based opponents in the back. Okay. I'm just gonna keep making as many Zerglings as I can, and we'll see if we can get in there somehow. And then while we wait, I'll just keep using Cellular Frenzy, picking off a bunker, and or maybe the tanks would be smarter to get rid of. It's hard to say. The tanks will kill the bunkers due to friendly fire if we get enough Zerglings on top of them also. I should have taken this earlier. I didn't expect. I wasn't watching these resource patches getting mined out. Let's pull the boys. They're not doing anything else. You're gonna come in with the attack. And yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. We are on the arcade, so we have to be careful because it's not as easy as quick saving. We'd have to reload from a replay, which can take some time. Having to sit through that. It's not that time consuming. It's just not something I'm particularly used to. There it is. Focus this tank. Oh, yeah. Look at those production structures. They're not messing around. We're going to make more Zerglings. Drones, I don't know what you're doing, but I had an expectation we hit auto attack. We got a planetary here. See that move? See how I move command the Hydras? I didn't even use F2. I know you all would be so proud of me. Drones, I told you to auto attack. Yeah, you gotta be hitting structures. Look at them go. You never thought you'd see the day. The amount of production structures here is wild. So, she is not super necessary to win, per se. I mean, the cellular frenzy is good enough that you can chip away at defenses, though, which is, like, semi-necessary if you're short on resources. But you could make a large enough army to break through some of this, I guess. But you may end up running out of money by the end. Cool. I mean, I do think what this is lacking is maybe a little bit, just a little bit of dialogue at the beginnings and ends of missions. I mean, I would prefer that it wouldn't be a ton, but like you could add a couple lines here to maybe characterize the brood mother. I don't even know her name. What is it? Is it in the Rethara? It's very dark. I had to get close to my monitor. Rethara. Yeah. You know, give her some sort of personality or something. Like, it doesn't have to be extensive conversations that are like 10 minutes long. Just like, after 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to conquer whatever this planet is, you know? But overall, you know, I'm intrigued. Interesting start. And one thing I will say to viewers also, you know, I've been around, as I've said before, I've been around the block when it comes to these types of campaigns. If you feel the first few missions are lacking, you always got to stick around because it's kind of cool to watch as creators start from something small and grow into something much better. That's not to ever say that the beginning is bad, per se. It could be bad, it could be good, but usually you're going to be working towards something better regardless of what your starting position is. But again, I actually found the concept of the second mission quite good in that you had to split your attention the way that you did. So, good work there, and we'll try the future missions next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.